Welcome to WS Vibes TV. This is your favorite channel for love, life, and relationship talk. Tune in and let's get started. WS Vibes TV, this is your man, Wisdom.
Hey guys, this is Sharona, and we are back. Yes, really back. I know we said that in 2021, but we are back.
Yeah. We took some time out to, regroup ourselves and go through necessary process that is needed for our individual and our relationship. So, but now we are back, like she said. So I know y'all miss us, and we did miss all of you.
Yes, we miss doing videos. We really did. Like Wiz said, there comes a time where you also have to, deal with going through processes individually and as well as a couple.
That's right.
So now is the time for us to come back. We've regrouped, but we're still going through processes.
Definitely.
You will never stop learning, never stop going through little challenges here and there. It's how you navigate through the challenges.
That's right.
So yeah. So let's start.
Yeah. And we appreciate those of you who reached out to us, who stand by us, and throughout these years you have always been there, supporting us. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all. I want to give a shout out real quick. Shout out to Kim in Australia. You always been there, always still cheering us on. And you said, I think it was like a week ago, you was like, the world needs to hear us, and we both feel the same. Also, I want to give a shout out to my first cousin on my father's side, Goldie Woods. She lives down here in Georgia as well. You've been such a supporter of the both of us, and we appreciate everything you've done for us.
Goldie,
I love you so much. She has a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Not just
like
for
her
us.
Name is.
Yeah, Goldie. So it's not by coincidence.
We thank you, every one of you.
Yeah.
Every single one of you, those of you who reached out to us, and those of you who are standing in silence, who didn't reach out, but you're standing with us.
Yeah.
And, looking forward to seeing us back. We appreciate y'all.
Oh,
thank y'all.
There's one more person, or should I say a couple that we really like and who really loves us as well. I want to say shout out to Siobhan and Aye, right? They've been great supporters. Even when Aye was in Nigeria, and Siobhan, she's African-American like me. We met her back in 2019 when we started our video. Now she is with her hubby, and things are going so well and so great. So people, whatever your relationship, African and African-American, your relationship can work. There are people who relationships are working.
Definitely. Yes, so today, we're going to be talking about discrimination in intercultural or interracial relationship. In this case, so I think someone in a group asked a question: how do you deal with discrimination when it comes to African American woman and African man in a relationship? How do you deal with discrimination from family side and friends?
Yeah, the person said in the group to me, I'm a part of a lot of groups where there are African-American women who are in relationship with an African man. This person is going through the spousal visa. So their husband is in Africa, and they will be coming over to America.
Right. And
she specifically wanted to know how do we handle discrimination when we share our story, sharing our story of how we met. A lot of times how these African-American women meet their African man is through social media. It's through technology. We have technology now that is allowing people to meet each other all across the globe. So of course, you have people that are hesitant. Oh, you met so and so over the internet,
Right.
and they're in Africa, and you're here. Oh, they just want one thing, a green card.
That's right.
So their question was how we handle discrimination. You want to say?
Yeah, I mean, it's a common thing that happens. People
will have their opinion.
Will always have their opinion when it comes to, in this case, in that type of relationship between African and then African American or American woman. So you can't stop what people's opinion.
Right.
You can't determine their opinion. So, but I always say your own personal conviction is the most important.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't blame those who have such opinion, because some of them, sincerely out of concern, tend to say the things they say. It's not because they hate that relationship or they hate you having, but they don't want you to get hurt. You understand? Based on what they've heard, based on what has been happening, or what
scams going on.
Exactly. So,
right.
Based on that, they say what they say. And there are some that genuinely just hate it. They don't, So, yeah, like I said, you can't determine how, people's opinion. They have the right to their opinion,
right.
But you must have your own personal conviction as to why you want to go into that relationship. That is what really matters. Follow your heart. Beyond what anyone say, follow your heart. Don't live by fear. Don't go by fear. Just because someone has got involved in a certain relationship and then it turns out that it was negative experience, or it turns out that it was means that
a scam.
It's going to be the same thing for you. So how would you know if you don't get into it? Or how would you know if just go by what people are saying? So don't live by fear. Basically, that's my word. Don't live in fear. Don't live in fear. Live by the conviction of your own heart. If that is the path you want to follow, then follow it regardless of what
anyone else
says or what other people have experienced. Just because someone has experienced it, it happened that had negative experience about such relationship, means that's going to be the same for you.
Right. Well,
I mean, you and I have been in relationship for almost
it's 9 years.
Going
this
to 10
month
years right now.
No, 9 years. This month is 9 years.
9 years,
yes.
Right? Yeah, that's
since 2014. Wiz and I have been together since 2014.
And I know a couple of others too who are having good relationship with their wives from Nigeria and African Americans. So just because it happened to someone, it turns out that it was a scam, means it's going to be the same for you. And I always say something. Sometimes when you get into this relationship, there may be some, little clue or something, like a pointer telling you
red flags.
Then if you do not pay attention to those red flags, and then it turns out negatively to you or for you, who is to be blamed? That.
Well, I wouldn't even say that the person who's ignoring the flags is the blame. Is whatever experience they want to experience. I mean, they didn't come to experience to be scammed, but if, they want to still, go through with the relationship, go through with bringing that person over, the African man over, to see where it goes and see if things work out, who are we to judge? Why should anyone judge?
Yeah, but I'm just saying generally, if something is, if you're having a red flag, a clue telling you, giving you a point, like, like kind of poking you to see, and then you ignore it. Of course, that is what is called cause and effect. If you neglect or do not pay attention to certain sign, there's going to be effect as a result of you not paying attention to that cause. So it's that is how life is. That is law of the universe, cause and effect.
Right.
But if you do not pay attention to the signs that is being given to you when you are back to either in business or any other kind of this, and so that tells you, okay, that is green light, oh, this is red light. So you're not paying attention. So of course, if you don't pay attention to red light, whatever comes as a result of that, it's on you. If you pay attention to the green light, whatever comes out of it, it's on you too. So basically, just pay attention to signs, different signs, when you are engaging yourself in such relationship. Yeah.
Well, as for us, as far as discrimination is concerned, my immediate family, except our relationship, never once was anyone said to me, oh, are you sure, he's from Africa, he may just want a green card. It was never ever said to me. I don't go out and personally share my story, and when we go out and we go here and there or go places, they notice that Wiz has an African accent, and they notice that I have an American accent, and they don't show no discriminatory, no nationalities. None of our neighbors doesn't show any discrimination. They speak to us and everything like that. So that's our experience. Experience. However, maybe I live in the Southeast. I have a lot of relatives that live in the Northeast. I haven't really, well, I'm not going to go there, but like I said, you may have family, relatives and stuff they're looking from the outside looking in. They may see you, share stuff on social media. They haven't per se said anything to me. My family down here in Georgia, like I said, my cousin Goldie that I gave a shout out to, we've had family get-togethers or what have you, and they have opened their arms to us both in a relationship. So yeah,
that is it. Like I said, beyond what anyone say, you don't even need anyone's approval.
Exactly.
Because you come here on earth to have your own personal experience, and you are the one that is responsible for that experience. No one else, no other soul on earth has shared responsibility in your experience. You are the one who have the right to your experience. You are the one who has the blueprint of how you want to navigate your life on earth, in this physical reality. And so, people say whatever they want to say. Listen to them if you want to listen to them. But after all said and done, it's still on you. Do not let anyone still fear in you. Go for whatever your heart, the path your heart wants you to go.
Right.
And that is what matters. That is what is most important. The fear of pain, the fear of this, the fear of that. Be free and have experience. Be free and explore life. That's why we are here, to explore life, and to explore it in every direction our heart leads us to explore it.
Right.
And that is what matters. That's what we are doing.
And I highly recommend that if you do have, people who, told you, oh, don't do this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And say they, are very disrespectful towards you, meaning that they continue to say how they feel about your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Then when your husband come over or your fiance comes over, you don't have to be around them.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're family or not. It's not your obligation to be around any type of energy where you would feel, out of place, or you feel that negative energy coming from that person. Don't even put yourself in that situation.
Right. The second one, people constantly imposing their idea on you and trying to create fear in you. Yeah, if you feel you need to cut off from them, then cut off from them.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. Like I said, no one should stop you from having your own experience.
Right.
That's why we're here, to have experience. If the experience turns out negative or positive, you learn from it.
Right.
That is part of the experience, to learn from the experiences.
Mm-hmm.
As it adds to your soul growth, it adds to your evolutionary growth.
Exactly.
And there's nothing that is a waste except in our perception. When we learn to see things correctly, you appreciate every experience, and you never get caught up in fear of having any experience that your heart wants you to explore.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say that maybe, like, in the future, maybe we should do a video on when your African spouse come over, how you're going to have, there's going to be a process because y'all come from different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
And being as though that you don't see that person every day is totally different when you living under the same roof.
Right.
And so there's it is truly a process.
Of course.
Right. And you got to see, and you may say, oh, we were so compatible when he was over there, and now it seems like we're clashing. Mm-hmm. You may have those clashes, but you work through it, especially if you both truly love each other and y'all want things to work, that, you work those things out. But I'm not going to say that it's going to be a rose in a park.
Right.
I'm not going to say that all challenges come for growth, for evolution. Right. It also, relationships is used to show us ourselves, to show us where we're wounded, to show us where, if we have that self-love for ourselves. So even when he comes over, or if you're in a relationship already and your spouse is here, and you're like, man, this is coming up, man, I thought we had it together, thought this was going to be, people have expectations, thinking it's going to be like,
be patient with one another.
Exactly.
Be patient with each other.
Patience. As
you walk through your process. There is a saying that Rome is not built in one day. So the same thing in relationship. Both of you are going to poke each other and bring everything out.
You're going to trigger each other.
Trigger each other. There's good, there's a positive, there's negative, there's good, there's the other side of things. So everything, both of you have to be patient and walk through your process. Work it out.
Yeah.
That is how it works. That is how it is. But like she said, if there's love between you, then be patient with one another and then go through your process.
And like I said, we took a long break. We've been going through our process and stuff. Some things that need to be dealt with before we, get in front of this.
Yeah.
Am I boring you?
Not.
I know. Yeah. So, there's a process that we had to go through, and we couldn't, sit in front of this camera, at some point in time. But now we're at that point where we can sit in front of the camera. We can start sharing again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
you're done? I mean, you have anything else?
I mean, that's it. That is don't allow fear of unknown to stop you from having your
Experience.
personal experience. That is basically what I have to say. Yeah, go take that step and go where your heart wants you to go.
Right.
Not where people want you to go. Right. Not what your relatives, where your relatives or your friends want you to go, but where your heart wants you to go. That is what matters.
And one last thing, and then I'm done. As you were saying that, I was thinking that why do people feel as though that your soulmate or the person that is going to be your husband or your husband has to be someone from your same country?
Exactly.
We are in technology age. We are in technology age where technology is bringing all of us together from all walks of life, from different countries.
But even the relationship of the same country, the same culture, does it not fail?
Right. There are people that fail.
Don't.
Exactly.
Some don't last 2 years, 3 years. It still fails.
Same thing here.
So exactly. So everywhere.
Exactly.
So.
Oh, you know what? Remember you mentioned, he didn't mention this here, but we was talking earlier when you were saying how the media portray Africa.
Exactly. That's another thing. And I'm not saying that, like I said, I'm not saying that, some guys do not, their intention is to look for someone to come over here. I'm not saying that that is some truth in that too. There are some individuals whose intention might be for that reason. Oh, I just want to look for who to hook up with and then, to get over here. That may be true. Some individuals, but that does not mean that you generalize
everybody
and say everybody. It's like that.
Right.
Yeah, that is when you generalize this, that is myopic.
But remember I mentioned about the media thing, how the media portrays Africa. I'm talking about here in the United States, how they portray Africa to be.
Yeah.
So then you want to.
I think we'll talk about that in another video. Yeah, I don't want this.
No, but I'm saying that is why. Right. But I'm just saying that is what sometimes why people say, oh, you shouldn't deal with this African man.
That's right.
Because of how the media here in the United States depict Africa in general.
And there's reason for that. But yeah, we will talk about that
in another video. Yeah, that'll be perfect. All right, guys. So we are going to end this and be looking for more videos. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you know anyone that you can share this video with, share it. And it's not just for, Africans and African American, couples. It can be interracial couples.
Intercultural, interracial.
I mean, not interracial, intercultural.
Intercultural, interracial relationship. Yeah, because there are people who are also into interracial relationship that have faced the same challenge. Yeah,
discrimination.
You marrying a black man marrying a white woman, a black man marrying a Hispanic, those kind of a Hispanic man marrying a black woman, or a Chinese marrying white marrying, things like that. So yeah, those challenges. I mean, it's not challenge, it's just a perception. So yeah, but we
got more videos to come.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you all for watching.
Yes. We love y'all.
We love you.